Monday night, I think we all accepted the fact, well, not everybody loved it, that President Trump was going to be in attendance, and because he's the leader of the free world, and there have been, unfortunately, assassination attempts on his life throughout his presidency, that there was going to be extra security there. And I think we accepted, well, we didn't love the fact that New York City was shut down from 29th to 35th, going north and south, and obviously 6th Avenue to 8th Avenue, going west and east. But nobody expected that to happen tonight because the president is not in the building.
Yeah.
I assume you, like the rest of us, were not expecting to have blockades around those same streets like we knew was going to happen on Monday night. Is that fair?
You have an easier chance of getting into Area 51 today than you do into Madison Square Garden.
When did you find out that that decision had been made, and was it the mayor's office or NYPD or both of them combined?
That's really important to say, right? Mm-hmm. We love the NYPD.
Yep.
We know the captains. We know the chiefs. Right. They can handle this. They don't need this. Right. And if you ask them and they were able to answer unfettered, they would tell you they can handle this.
Yes.
Etc. It's really the mayor's office. Right. I cannot explain their decisions on this, but it makes absolutely no sense at all. And the real reason that I called you up just this afternoon to say, look, I want to come down, is because I know there's a lot of people, right, who are in their cars right now, mm-hmm. right, and who are headed down to the Garden and to the Midtown area. Mm-hmm. And I'm just telling you, as much time as you've allotted, you have not allotted enough time. Because the restrictions that are being put on this area, I mean, like I said, you would think we were guarding, right?
Fort Knox.
Well, we are guarding an alien, but I mean, like Fort Knox, it's incredible. Even if you come by train or by subway, they're not letting you up. Yep. They're going to push you outside of the forbidden zone and make you come through magnetometers, and you're going to have to show that you have a reason to be there, right? And this is all really designed around stopping people from celebrating around Madison Square Garden. That's what this is about.
Why would the mayor's office not want people to do what they've done without any major incident? There's been a couple of things happen.
Well, there was what happened in Bryant Park. But Bryant Park was not our party.
No.
Bryant Park was the mayor's party.
Sure.
Now, why people acted up at the mayor's party, I don't know.
Because you lost.
But that could be it.
Yeah.
Right. But that's not Madison Square Garden. We've had tens and tens of thousands of people celebrating outside of Madison Square Garden, and it's been relatively peaceful.
I said there've been a handful of small incidents during the watch parties when the playoffs started. Nothing beyond, again, not great. A misdemeanor here, someone messed with a car there. The Bryant Park thing was totally different. What I'm trying to figure out is when the mayor's office tells your team and your executives and yourself, hey, we're going to keep the policy in place from Monday night. You guys have successfully had indoor watch parties at the Garden in Radio City. You've had the outdoor watch parties at every home game prior to Monday night without any major incident. Why would they now think that your team and the police force that covers that part of New York City couldn't suddenly handle it again tonight?
I don't know. But you can only conjecture. I don't think that they have faith in their own police force. I think that we do. We know they know what they're doing. But honestly, the mayor's office, and I'm sorry, the commissioner too, right, do not have the experience to do this, right?
That's Mayor Mamdani and Jessica Tisch, who's the police commissioner.
I mean, they have never managed anything like this before, and it's like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's coming out the sides. And I think that's part of it. We're seeing a lot of fear from the mayor's office, a lot of anxiety. They're sitting there trying to say, well, we're big Knicks fans, but they're not Knicks fans.
He called the Garden a stadium. How big a Knick fan is he?
He's not a Knick fan, right?
So let's get to the watch party. The mayor's office did respond to the second press release that you guys put out today. You had one out last night. You put a second one out today. And the mayor's office put out their own press release. They claim, because they're now doing, just for people who are catching up, they're having 1,000 people max. The mayor's trying to claim, hey, I did you a solid. I saved the watch party. Max 1,000 people. It's a ticketed event now. And his claim today, his office's claim, was that in the permit you guys requested for the watch party outside of the Garden, which we've had throughout the postseason, that your permit request was for 500 to 1,000 people. And I said, that can't be right, because every watch party you've had there, you've had damn near 10,000 people at.
Don't get these things confused.
Go ahead.
This is not really about a watch party, right? We put up two, fairly decent sized screens, right, alongside. And, I don't think, that you can get much more than 1,000 or so people that will see the screen.
Right.
This is about celebrating the Knicks at Madison Square Garden, at the Mecca of basketball. This is what the mayor's office and the commissioner's office is trying to kill. They don't want the celebration. I can't tell you why they don't want the celebration, right? I'm not sure they know why they don't want the celebration, but they clearly don't want it, and they're turning the entire area. And we should note this, right? It's basically the same area from when the president was here.
29th to 35th, North and South, 6th Avenue to 8th Avenue, East and West.
Right, and that means...
Which is a big area, by the way.
If you're driving in right now, you're not going to be able to park by Madison Square Garden. You're going to have to park cross town, and you're going to have to walk, and you're going to have to accept that you're going to go through a magnetometer. You're going to be stopped. Your ticket's going to be verified. This is going to create a huge backup all around the area 51, right?
It's going to take you over an hour to get into the building.
Right.
That's what you're saying.
Once you stop your car, you listen to me, folks. Once you stop your car, no less than an hour to get into the building. From there into the building, right? And I hope you don't have any problems along the way. But I mean, from the last game. I mean, we had people walking from Madison and Fifth Avenue all the way down, with tickets in hand, because they could not get any closer, and this is not going to be any better than that.